So we'll get started as we speak. Controlling the peace is not what I see. Good Lord. Might make the hair breathe a little teensy, What's another statement? What's another statement gonna do? What is another fluctuating emotion gonna do? If you're misguided, where do you go to? Do you go to religion or do you go to your mind? Do you use it as a crutch or a symbol? Do you use it to counteract your misdeeds? Or do you repent your sins for the right reasons? Do you implant seeds around the youth? Or do you see right through it? No more poetry, no more symbolic things, no more vague sentences. Cut clear and dandy. I have seen nothing and it all at the same time. I have been close to death. I have seen death. I have seen my own blood taken right in front of my eyes at a young age. But I don't use that to gamble and brag about the so-called hood life I endured. You let that affect you in the ways that you don't understand. Is you become a cold heart killer, or you become a lover, or you become misguided and lost. They say religion will put you in the right path, but is that path the one you actually want? Do not disrespect the religion you do not understand. Their God is their God for a reason, not just for a blind follow, not just for a sin here and there. Put faith in what you understand, not what do you know. I've been misguided. I was a coward. I was cowardice. I still see myself as a horrible being, not even human. Retribution is the only thing that I see that shall be fit. But I was too scared to take my life, because I thought my life wasn't living, but I was strong, so to speak, strong enough to stay here for my family and my loved ones. The loved ones I so do not have. I have only been used, tarnished, and placed on a pedestal when good deeds is needed. That's my boy. That's my son. That's my friend. That's my lover. Only when I do good, but is retribution needed when I do bad? It's not my son. It's not my lover. I hate you. I hold no contempt to you. I don't love you. There's no compassion. There's no passion. You keep relapsing. The voices that are in your head is your inner monologue or your God. But don't say you hear them every day, because you might be looked as insane. Hold contempt. Your brain is not the only thing that you use, your spirit. How can we be realistic in so many things, but then use otherworldly things to excuse so-called infidelity, pain, and retribution? Malice, anger, and power. What is the thin line of realistic and fake? What is the thin line between nonfiction and fiction? Is there no line? There's no line. Because we can't explain some things. We can't explain how we look. We cannot explain how we are. We say DNA. Do not question the things that have millions of studies on if it's proven. Why question the sky is blue if you know the color is yours? If you know what it is, why question it? Don't question the most simplest things and think you're a wizard and you're a philosopher, because you're questioning everything but you're doing nothing. You're not deep because you question. You're deep because you are human. People seek retribution for the right reasons, do they not? Or they tend to say phrases from a Bible they do not understand. They tend to coerce themselves into believing something they truly don't put their whole heart in. They preach, but they disrespect their own. How dare you recite lyrics from your God and then disrespect them the next? But who am I to question you? I am nobody. I should never disrespect any religion because I see the trueness in each and every one. That's a little sample of my books, man. My fault. I'm trying to stay serious, but yeah. I got a couple books that are right here and there. But I don't know if I will publish them because they seem so vague, and I think me being misunderstood is not the thing I'm going for. I want to be understood, but I'm also scared if I'm understood to the point that I am, they may see me as crazy. They may see me as not a human, a person that is not treated with human decency. Empathy is not used against the user. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather just pass my words on to mumble jumble until I make music. I'll make some music and then maybe they'll understand me. Dang, bro, hold up. Tell me why my earring hanging out like that. Dang, I gotta be looking stupid as shit. Dang, man. You got me looking dumb as hell. Got my earring sticking out all crazy, bro. I don't hold on to pain. But I see that I only exist when something is needed or wanted. But I don't hold that against anybody, you know? I used to hold it. I was mad over $35 from my hunger, bro. I was mad as hell. But I got over it. That's not my hunger no more. You know what I'm saying? You can't claim that one. Don't hate it though. Just know you can't trust nobody that does that, you know? Money is futile, but it's also needed, so. But money is the root of all evil, but also it can cause peace and longevity and legality. But what is your virtues? A man's virtue says a lot. A woman's virtue says a lot. But the first thing to question isn't should it be that? Or your first deep question be like, do you believe in aliens? You know what I'm saying? Don't be deep 24/7. Nobody likes that shit. You know? I might have my depressive moods here and there, but like being 24/7, I was like that. I was rotting in bed 24/7 in my head trying to figure out what should I do instead. Bask in the glory that I don't have. Glory, gold, and God, the 3 G's that we always study in social studies since 7th grade, trying to figure out what's going on, but instead we're searching for something we don't know, right? Listen, be complacent, be nonchalant, be aware, or be silent. That is the only things you can do. But we justify death for people that we do not like or people that take life. If your words don't hold power, you shall be killed. It's not that true. So, I was scared to say. I was scared to believe. I was scared to think. I was scared to create so-called original ideas that was already thought of that I thought I was going to get killed. So to speak, some people thought. You know, it was a joke. I created something like, it was in Christian. It was a thought process in an old class back in high school, right? I was like, oh, we're going to make a car run out of water. Them bullet. And then everybody laughed at me. It's like, they going to kill you. So we just left it at that. Just sometimes you got to get over it. I know recollecting is a great thing that we all do, but does it hold any power when it comes true? When the things you did in the past become true, does it hold any value? Do your virtues show who you are? We don't know. It's question after question after question. But every philosophy class is yes, that is the answer. The answer is the question. So you answer nothing but just a question. You just go back and forth. It's an endless cycle when it comes to that. You overthink everything and it just makes anything. You're rambling. So I try to slow it down so you can understand that I see every perspective. So I hate no one. I can't hate no one I understand. I can't hate no one I understand. But can I forgive? Damn it, low battery. But can I forgive? No. One person I can't forgive is a rapist. I know. It's crazy. Solitude. Why did that even come out? What is there to forgive? If you take, not even without asking, but knowing it is wrong, why should I forgive? Why should you be able to live? Why do you get a jury? Why the guillotine shouldn't be in effect? But more pain makes a person go insane to an extent that you don't feel anymore. It's the mental pain that gets to human. People say, oh, I'd rather you just kill me than torture me. You haven't feel true pain if you say that. If you're willing to die over torture, then you wasn't willing to live at all. I've been tortured before. Not to the extent where it scarred my pretty face, they say. Only scarred them on my body. Only scarred on the clothes. They knew to scar me where places will not be seen if I was clothed. But then I get left alone. Being alone and lonely is two different things. Being in a crowd full of phonies but still feeling lonely is not what you hold. Poetry only goes so far for things you already know. Rhyming lyrics and entendres and onomatopoeias to things you don't understand means nothing. So, as I ramble along, I tend to see that not everything is meant to be. Snap, 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 there it goes. Another flow that I can never take a toll on. Take a toll while I'm on the road, I gotta go. But it's not anything. They say watch my flow, but it's all I do is moan and groan about what we can do and what we can't. We see the injustices, but we say nothing. We keep silent, we donate, but we don't go on the land and shoot for the fire. We put the fire out, then we ignite it again. Just to say that, oh, I did this one thing, but I started the fire once again. But has it quenched my thirst? I've been thirsty for the attention for so long. The public and the publicity is getting to me. I need the attention to feed my ego. I said once before in one of my videos I wanted to be remembered, but now I want to be forgotten. But it's easy to be forgotten because once I click that button, I'm all gone. I'm just a show. I'm just entertainment once again. A gladiator. I used to be a football player, but that was just straight gladiator personified. Mixed matching words rumbling over it. Nigga, you see what I mean? I can go back and forth, but listen, it won't matter. It won't matter until it matters. So don't go insane over things that you cannot control, right? As I said, be complacent, be aware, be silent. What's the other one? I forgot it. So was it truly matter? Be confident in things you do. Don't disrespect things you don't know and things you don't do. It's hard to be confident when you look like this 24/7, complaining about the things that you could have done and you didn't. Hold it to an instrumental, watch your beat pulses, but you can't get it. You get it and you spit it. Then you try to repeat it and you rip it. Then you say rip it. Because all you do is bounce up and down like a frog, but you don't understand. What are you jumping over? All these obstacles that you don't have? What's hampering you? What's constructing you? What's obstructing you? What's holding you back from your greatness? We all have potential, they so say, but we all the main character in our own play. Each thing I said was from a book, poetry, or video that I once did. But I still haven't dropped any music, so you can't understand if I'm talking to you or I'm rapping to you, or it's poetry or it's not. Rap and poetry, that's what rap is. But we're so oversaturated, so gentrified, we don't understand what the word actually means. Is it just a distraction or is it a void? A void for your body that goes insane when you don't understand. When people say, oh, it's in your membrane. What? What does that even mean? Consoling your enemies or consoling me? You're telling me things that I don't understand. He's rambling again. Stop talking to yourself before you look something that you're not. You're plotting on these thoughts. Are you plotting on these thoughts? Or are you plotting on these thoughts? Correct me again, but do I know? Nigga, no, you don't. Those words I just said, you can't differentiate if that was lyrics, poetry, or just me going insane. If you can pick apart and understand what it meant, then maybe you're a part of the game. All right, enough. Back and forth. Oh. I was playing. All right, let me stop. Anyways, gang. Truly, we all been used here and there. We can be a voice. I want to be the voice of the voiceless, but I am unknown. So until I am seen, I'm a part of your team. You know what I'm saying? You know what it means? Stupid ass. I love. All right, I'm done. But truly, follow me on Instagram if you want to talk to me. I take a lot of things seriously, but just remember, I am critically insane in some areas. Enough. I have been diagnosed with so many mental illnesses, I can't even count. But I see as it's cringy, you know, it's cringy. I think it's cringy to label me this, that, and the third because my brain so-called doesn't work like a regular human's mind. That I see things and I talk to things that are not there. That's why I try to talk regular, calm, and coherent so I don't be seen as an insane person on the camera, right? Don't fake awareness, be it. But there's so many poets on TikTok that I see. I want to steal their lyrics, but I can't because I know it's not meant to be. That's what people do on every social media platform. Steal. But once I steal, I know that's not me. But the color of my pigmentation says otherwise. We're known for that. We're a stereotype. We're underlies. We're castricized. Or we're radicalized. Or we indoctrinated for the things we don't know. Or we understand rhymes and rhythms don't go hand in hand. But I'm the man for the plan that you cannot... the one you cannot stand is not what you win, but you're in the sandbox once again. Playing with toys you have no business doing. The government is construing, underlewing, we're in cahoots with our own beings. Flip-flop a pattern. Rather scattering. That's Caleb Silly. Nobody knows that. All right, let me stop, because I don't want this whole video of me just, you know. But if you understand that, if you understand parts and bits, that's cool. If you don't, it's okay, because I'd rather be seen insane than seen as lame. Nigga think this Dr. Seuss. Like, love. I'm ready for the next step. If you are, sub up. I'm not crazy. Not yet.